China's Hubei province, known as the world's largest dam made by humans. 2,300 meters wide and as tall as a 60-story building, Three Gorges Dam is blocked the longest river in China. Which is more than 6,000 kilometers long, the Yangtze River is also the longest river in China and Asia. It starts in the west of China from the mountains and then crosses more than half of China and falls near Shanghai in the East China Sea. In 1911, due to severe rains, the level of water in the Yangtze River increased so much that floods came to the surrounding areas. This terrible flood killed 200,000 people and displaced many thousands of people. After 20 years of this incident, in 1930, the Yangtze River once again flooded because of the rains. And this time, the destruction shook China. This destruction was so severe that the Chinese government was also finding it difficult to estimate its losses. According to rough estimates, more than 3 million people were lost their lives in this natural disaster. Even after so much loss in the coming years, the Yangtze River was flooded with floods. China had not been able to stop it. The only option left to solve this problem was to make a dam by stopping the water from the Yangtze River. But to prevent such a big and wild river, China had to do something big. The construction of the Three Gorges Dam started in 1994. At one point, 40,000 workers worked on it. After a hard work of 17 years, it became completely functional in 2011. This is the world's largest dam and the world's largest concrete structure. This megastructure used 28 million cubic meters of concrete. Experts say that if so much concrete is put in a country like Switzerland, then the whole of Switzerland will be covered in concrete. Apart from concrete, it stores so much water in its reservoir that the rotation of the Earth is also slow because of it. NASA scientists believe that the Three Gorges Dam slows down the rotation of the Earth by 0.06 microseconds. That is, because of this dam on our Earth, the whole day increases by 0.06 microseconds. No doubt it is not so big, but this is the only thing made by man that slows down the rotation of the Earth. Now it is obvious that the cost of making such a large structure must have been fair. The Chinese government spent a total of $32 billion to build the Three Gorges Dam. Surprisingly, there are 100 countries whose total GDP is lower than the cost of the Three Gorges Dam. Besides being the largest dam, it is also the world's largest power plant. It has a total of 32 powerful turbine generators that generate a total of 22,500 megawatts of electricity. At the bottom of the dam, to release the water pressure into the downstream river using with these heavy-duty turbines, the water pressure rotates the turbines and the generator produces 700 megawatts of electricity. Where downstream floods can be controlled by making dams, the electricity generated by it completes the needs of 60 million people in China. If it is compared to other power plants, then the world's second largest power plant is installed in the Itaipu Dam in South America. Its output capacity is not even visible near the Three Gorges Dam. To meet its increasing economic demands, the Three Gorges Dam is built in the south of China. China is not the first power plant in the world. If we talk about the top 20 power plants in the world, 9 of them are only. Building the Three Gorges Dam was also a very tough task for a country like China. The plan to build it had been going on for the last 100 years. But due to the Chinese Civil War and political problems, its plan was delayed. When its construction finally started in 1994, the Chinese government decided to build it. But the government had to face a lot of criticism. Because of the dam, it had to vacate the homes of 1 million people. It was very important to remove all the population on the back of the Yangtze River. Even today, more than 1,500 small and big towns are under the water of this dam. If you look at the satellite image, the Yangtze River looked something like this before 1994. The level of the river passing through the middle of the mountains was going to rise a lot after the dam was built. At this place, in the middle of the two mountains, the Yangtze River was blocked by a wall of 2,300 meters long and 181 meters high concrete. In the satellite image, you can see that the river was only 700 meters wide before the dam was built. But after the dam was built, it was 3,600 meters wide. But the question is, how was the dam wall built in front of it by blocking so much water? Not only the dam, but it is very important to stop the water to make any kind of structure in the water. And the Chinese engineers did the same. By putting stones in half of the Yangtze River, its level was raised even higher than the level of the river. Now, the water of the river passes through the remaining road due to this obstacle. When the dam made of stone dried up, 2 portions of the dam walls were built in it. Now, it was time to build the 3rd portion, for which the engineers had to stop the entire way of the river. A coffered dam was also built from stones in the remaining part. During this time, the water of the river was passed through the tunnels of the first 2 portions of the dam. To keep the foundations of the Three Gorges Dam strong, spillway gates were also installed in it, so that if the dam is ever full, the water does not overflow from here and there, but falls into the downstream river through these spillways. In addition to flood control and electricity generation, the purpose of building this dam was also to increase the shipping line on the Yangtze River. Where the world's largest ship locks were installed in the Three Gorges Dam, it is the only dam in the world in which a lift has also been built for the ships. Yes, this lift raises the ships to a height of 100 meters because the water level on one side of the dam is 100 meters higher than the downstream. Where the Three Gorges Dam has so many advantages, it has also hung a dangerous sword on the head of China. The international community believes that no matter how strong the dam is, it has to bend at some point in front of the power of nature. Due to global warming and climate change, the chain of rains is increasing. The Three Gorges Dam, whose maximum level is 175 meters, has also been recorded at a level of 164 meters due to increasing rains. There is another danger besides this danger. Experts believe that the water filling speed in the dam is 50,000 cubic meters per second. But the speed at which the water comes out of it is only 38,000 cubic meters per second. This means that the level of the dam is increasing every passing moment, and this is increasing the risk of damaging the dam. It is no new that the failure of large dams is not a new thing. In history, we have seen a total of 114 dam failures. Among them, the biggest failure, according to the known damage, was caused by the breakage of the dam. On August 8, 1975, in the Hainan province of China, Panchao and Shimatan dams were unable to withstand the level of water due to more rain than necessary and broke. Millions of cubic meters of water drowned the surrounding settlements in just a few minutes. In this accident, where 240,000 people died, more than 10 million people were homeless. Three Gorges Dam, which is much larger than these dams, if there is such an accident in it, then it can be called the biggest accident in human history. Any ways you will like and share this video of Open Simax, we will definitely meet in the next video. Goodbye.